Hello there, Leo. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and today we are having a look at your money and career energies for September of 2024. So as we head into September, we've got a couple of key points. We have both Uranus and Pluto retrograde on the right at the very beginning of the month. Uranus retrograde in the sign of Taurus, and Pluto, who is already retrograde, is moving into the sign of Capricorn. So when it comes to business matters, our goals, our financial dreams, this is a critical moment, pivotal turning point, or decision-making time for us. Pluto in the sign of Capricorn can really be about reassessing yourself, what has power over you, what has control over you, and breaking those things down. This is the last time that Pluto will be in Capricorn in our lifetime, so it's quite significant as far as looking to see where you want to make some changes. Uranus energy can help us assess and evaluate and see the big picture and figure out where we want to go in our future. We've got eclipse season coming up here this month as well. So in the middle of the month, we do have a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. So look back 6 months ago, what was starting, what was initiating, what were you getting off the ground, what was going on around you, and this can be some clues and hints as to what this particular eclipse means for you. Eclipses can bring surprises, shocking events, change, and sometimes breakups and shakeups, but sometimes we can eclipse things out, but we can also eclipse things into our life as well. And then worth a mention, October 2nd, we have a new moon solar eclipse there as well. So we do have some very we'll call it flexible dynamic energy going on throughout the month. So just keep an eye on, especially with the Uranus retrograde Taurus energy, keep an eye on your investments. All right. Just be a little bit aware of what's going on. Like if you've got anything in the stock market or the real estate market, things like that, or just your investments in general, just keep an eye on things. You could find the great, like some wonderful opportunities, but you also may kind of, your spidey senses may be like, you know what, I don't like where this is going and I need to put my money somewhere else. And so just keep an eye on that. But change can really be significant here. We've got adjacent possibilities coming in here for you, Leo, and this is that reminder to look at the big picture, to not just look straight in front of you, to be aware that there could be alternate possibilities opening up for you, alternate doors of money and prosperity and alternate careers, things like that. But they're not always just in front of our face. And so this is where, retrograde energy does get a bad rap, but this is where retrograde energy can help us because we are taking that step back. We are reassessing, reevaluating things. We are thinking about things a little bit more, right? And when we're willing to do that and we've got that energy that, we can embrace for that, right? Then we can, kind of recognize some possibilities that we may not have previously seen. We have the garden and the gate here for you as well. Now it's card number 30, breaks down into a 3. 3 is related back to creation, right? The basis of manifestation, but 3 also does relate back to the Empress card, ruled by Venus. Growth, abundance, creativity, new beginnings, fertility, and abundance in your life. But the garden and the gate does really give us a visual about something in our lives where we may be playing it too safe. We may be staying in our comfort zone. We've got this girl on the card. She's behind this locked iron gate, and she's surrounded with flowers and beautiful things, but there's some butterflies beckoning her. She's got a key on her necklace there that she can unlock this gate at any time. So where do you feel like you're held back? Where do you feel like you're a little bit stuck? Because the eclipse energy that we've got coming in here this month can help get you unstuck, help get you out of your comfort zone. So if there's some changes that you want to make, if there's a career path you want to follow, if there's a calculated risk that you want to take, it does require us reaching up to our neck, grabbing that key, and unlocking that gate and walking out into the great wild beyond, right? We need to believe in ourselves. We need to have faith, right? Sometimes we do get in our comfort zone, and we call it that, even though it's not necessarily all that comfortable, and it's not necessarily everything we want. No growth, no excitement, no opportunities happen in your comfort zone. We always need to operate just outside of it, So really think about what is holding you back. Is it you, yourself? Is it fear? Is it doubts? Is it lack of trust, lack of faith? Is it being focused too much on one particular thing and not seeing the potential about other things around you, right? So, is it habits and patterns and behaviors keeping you behind that lock gate? So it's an opportunity here to free yourself and expand your horizons. The Judgment card is here as your overall energy for your month. Okay, so we're getting clarity. Whenever we get the Judgment card, it's like a call to action. So answering the call. This is about seeing the big picture, getting that clarity that perhaps has been lacking. But the Judgment card is very much one where we're making a big decision of some kind. Hidden things can come to light, and we need to figure out what to do with them. Something may be revealed to you. You may also be figuring something out that's been hidden in the depths of you as well. And we're figuring things out, right? Do I stay where I am? Do I leave? Can I fix where I am right now? Do I give something a second chance? Because we can have second chances when the Judgment card comes in. So perhaps, at some point you had a job offer, an opportunity that you saw, but you didn't go for it because you felt that maybe there was something not quite right. Maybe you found that there was something that you wanted to accomplish that you didn't quite accomplish yet, and you're not ready to make a move yet. Or, other things may have gotten in the way. So the Judgment card is here to perhaps bring you a second chance. And the retrograde energy that we do have in September can bring you second chances as well. Same with eclipses, right? Anything goes with the eclipse sometimes. And so you could potentially unearth a second chance, an opportunity to do something. So, so if there's something that you feel has passed you by, but you just can't get it off your mind for some reason, or something just keeps coming up that reminds you of it, there could be something to that. The Judgment card can also be where we find forgiveness and healing. So, we could be fixing our bank account. We can be fixing ourselves and our habits and patterns and how we spend money, how we save money, how we make money. There could be something going on in your workplace where maybe something has been a little bit iffy, a little bit off, but there's a potential for for a healing element here. So wrongs can be righted, if there's been toxic employees and things like that, maybe they leave and the new people coming in, it's a much better working environment. But whatever it is, the Judgment card is where we are getting very clear on things in our lives and we're making decisions. We're also making a decision to let something go if that's in the cards for you. We have the Empress. Oh, beautiful. We have the Empress card coming in here, and this is in your blessings position. So this is a time of heightened creativity for you, growth for you. The Empress does bring abundance, a time of harvest, but it is also about fertility and growth and new beginnings and all of these wonderful things. The Empress brings you resources that you may need to maybe get something off the ground, or, this can bring you some more money. It's flourishing energy here when we have the Empress card. This is also about taking care of you and yourself and your needs. So for some of you here, maybe your decision with the Judgment card can be to, it's time to leave this job. I'm tired. I'm drained. I need to take care of myself. I know there's something better out there for me where I can have a better work-home life balance, that kind of thing. This can be where perhaps you decide that, endeavor can get off the ground. So maybe you want to go into business for yourself, home-based business perhaps with that Empress card there. But the Empress card brings you all kinds of blessings and all kinds of wonderful, abundant, and prosperous things and the resources to get things done. So this can be really awesome for you. Challenge headed your way is the Emperor. Oh, we have the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, positive and a challenge. Now, the Emperor in the upright here is in your challenge position is not the same as it being in reverse. Okay, this is just something that we need to focus on, something that can cause delays, something that we need to deal with before we can move forward. And if you look at how the Emperor and the Empress are sitting, they're not seeing eye to eye. Right? We've got the Empress looking this way and we got the Emperor looking that way, right? So in this energy, and they're, Emperor and the Empress is, a couple, right? So this can be opposing forces within you, right? Maybe your heart wants to go this way and your mind is saying go this way. Your intuition could be leading you this way, and then your logical brain takes over and says, but that doesn't make sense. And you're like, I don't care, because it feels good, right? So there could be opposing forces within. It could be here that you are having issues with a person in your life, right? So this can be with your spouse, your partner. And this can be with a friend, a business associate, or it could be something in your family. And so in order to move forward, right, we do need to deal with our issues, right? The Emperor is here causing us some delays or hiccups or snafus that we need to focus on. With this energy, this can be a boss as well, right? So you could have some issues or challenges with a boss. But again, with it being in your challenge position, it's not something that's impossible. It's just something that is, you need to deal with that comes up in the month ahead. Now, the Emperor can also represent an advice card. So beware of people giving you advice. This can play out a couple of different ways. The Emperor can be someone who is older and wiser, maybe not necessarily older always, but mature, they're very experienced. Usually the Emperor is someone who has had their fair share of successes and failures as well. But they're very knowledgeable in a lot of different areas. And in this can be either someone may give you some advice that just doesn't make sense for you. You could be getting some good advice, but perhaps ignoring it. So if someone is giving you some sort of advice, just make sure, because again, we've got retrograde energy, just make sure that you are taking that step back and digesting the advice that they're giving you, because people do typically come from a good place if they give us advice. However, sometimes they're just showing us their limitations and restrictions, right, within them. And sometimes they're not fully understanding our complete situation as well. And sometimes we also have opposing forces because some people are willing to take more of a risk than we are sometimes, or maybe they're not willing to take a risk at all, right? And so this is can be something that can hold us back. So just be aware of that. Usually people give advice with good intentions, but sometimes even their advice is not necessarily something that we need, but we can take it under consideration. But this can also be, the Emperor can be like big boss energy. So perhaps there is this, there's this thing there where you want growth, you want more money, you want all these things, but maybe, you're like, I want to make a bigger paycheck, but I don't necessarily want to manage people, or I don't necessarily want more responsibility. So opposing forces. So you may need to come to terms with that. Judgment card, big decision. And then if we look at your cards, we've got three major energies coming in here. So you could be dealing with fated events. And again, eclipse energy brings fated events to the forefront for you as well. But this is like life-changing a little bit in some way, and whether it's just life-changing something internally within you, how you deal with things, or whether there's actually some people or events around you that are influencing your money and growth. This can be someone inhibiting your growth, perhaps, or maybe you need to go and talk to this person, the Emperor here, and to ask for what you want, right? And what you justly deserve. And that in itself can be a little bit daunting, but he is in the upright. So it can be a very positive conversation for some of you here. But I also do feel that, there's, you may need to find some balance in your life here as well. And if you do want to open up your own business, yes, it is hard work. Nothing necessarily comes easy, but because the Emperor is here in the upright, you have the ability to get it done. You could also potentially need to find a partner. Your advice from Spirit, the Eight of Wands. This has come up a few times, so go with the flow. All right. Know and trust that wherever you set your intentions, this is where you will head, right? And the Eight of Wands does bring in a very electrifying energy, a buzz in the air. It can be some really good news coming in for some of you. So Spirit's giving you a heads up there. Be aware that there could be some potentially good news or doors opening for you. The eights do represent abundance and prosperity. Eights do represent manifestation, and you've got this creation energy that's coming in here as well. So you could have some potentially good news on the horizon. This is also a reminder, advice from Spirit with the Eight of Wands, that, don't let anything stand in your way, right? You have the ability, the skill, the will, the knowledge, to overcome any hurdles with ease, right? But we need to look at the issue at hand. We need to assess, we need to evaluate, and then we need to look forward to a solution and not get stuck on that issue, on that problem. So, but yes, there's a lot of fast forward momentum that is coming in here. So go with the flow. Don't resist anything. Be ready to make some decisions or be ready for some change, because there could be some really wonderful things opening up for you. If you could be very busy again in the month ahead with the 8 of Wands, and Spirit says here, don't worry, because you can get things done, right? So get some more cards out here for you. We've got a key, believe. These are money manifestation cards, by the way. We've got freedom of location. Oh, this is about travel, by the way, as well, with the 8 of Wands. So some of you could be potentially relocating or traveling in the month ahead. So we also have empowerment with another key. Career change with another key. Wow. Leader, Emperor card, with the galaxy jar there, and we have training with the book. Wow, you have 3 keys. So you could have multiple opportunities for change. You could have multiple opportunities to make more money. You could have multiple opportunities to change your career, to navigate whatever it happens to be. You hold the key. And we started your reading out with a key. So pay attention to that. Multiple keys are an awesome, awesome omen out of this deck. We want to see repeating symbols on here. So the freedom of location, perhaps part of your key to making money is to be flexible in where you do your work. Work from home, work on the road, travel, right? 8 of Wands. Perhaps you can be a digital nomad. Perhaps there's some consultation work that you can do where you're not locked down in an office somewhere or something like that. So freedom of location can be your key to financial prosperity. A truly prosperous life is one with freedom to travel and freedom to live in the locations you desire. We do have leader with the galaxy jar here. As a born leader, you can truly bring out the best in others by guiding them and inspiring them. And Leo, it's all about you, right? So you do have this ability to draw people in. We've got the training. You still have some skills to acquire before you can really advance to the next stage of your career. And that can be part of why that Emperor is there in your challenge position. You want to be the big boss, right? Or you want to be in charge, but maybe there's some key skill sets that you're missing, right? Maybe you've never managed people before. So have a look, and a little bit of training doesn't necessarily mean you have to go to school for the next 4 years, but you can just take some classes, and this can kind of enhance your skills. But we do have believe, so believe in yourself, right? Really a big key to success. Okay, empowerment. Are you ready to fully step into your power and accept all the responsibility that comes with it? Yes, 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 yes. And we have career change. Does your career fully align with who you are physically, emotionally, and spiritually? If not, then maybe the change is in the cards for you guys. All right. So let's get a final message out here for you and see what numbers are highlighting for you guys in your month ahead. We already do have 2 3s. That's master teacher number 33, learning, teaching, guiding, sharing, creating. Number 1, I am innovative. Number 1, get started. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help get you through rough times and reach success. I am innovative. And we have number 12, I am visionary. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. I am a visionary. 1s and 2s. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. So please like, share, subscribe. It does help my video get seen. So I truly do appreciate that. It's free for you. I hope you guys have a wonderful month ahead. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.